Hello my darlings, I'm TwisTay, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a movie that has been suggested to me quite a few times. I'm going to talk to you about the 2014 film, It Follows. Now, It Follows focuses on our main character. Her name is Jay, and she goes on a date with this guy. And they have a very cute connection. She thinks that he's actually boyfriend material, so after one of their dates, they decide to have a little rendezvous in his car. After the whole rendezvous is done, he takes a washcloth, fills it with chloroform, covers her mouth in it, and has her pass out. And the next thing you know, she is in a parking garage, strapped to a wheelchair, and he starts to say the following things to her, and they are, "I have passed something on to you. It's going to follow you wherever you go, and it'll stay with you until you pass it on to somebody else. So until then, don't let it touch you or it will kill you." And the rest of the film deals with the main character, Jay, seeing this thing following her in different places, near her house, at her school, at vacation spots, terrorizing not only herself but also her neighbors and her friends. And it just turns into this elongated story that, in a way, for me, bored me to tears. Not to say that this movie was bad or anything, but to me, this did not give me that much of a scare as some people that I have talked to prior have said about this. They thought that this movie was absolutely scary. It induced their anxiety, it made them hyperventilate, but to me, I didn't really much feel that anxious while watching it. Yeah, there was a couple of scenes where I did feel that anxiety, but it was only very slight, not completely severe where I was hyperventilating. One of the good things about this film was the musical score for this film was absolutely haunting. It just made the scenes of the film just a lot more tension building, slightly more anxiety buildup, and it's very 80s electronic retro feel to it. It's wonderful. I loved that. If you listen to this soundtrack in a dark room at night when you're by yourself, it will cause you to be scared. And I never believed that until I actually listened and did it myself. And it was really bad because it makes your mind race like crazy and you just think of the weirdest shit. Another good thing about this film was the cinematography that was being presented. There was a lot of long one-shot scenes that were very captivating. It definitely gave you the feeling of anxiety building and made you want to observe around you to see what's going on. Is something here that I should notice? What is happening? But to me, this wasn't really that memorable of a film. Alright my darlings, let's get down to business of what it has and what it has not, and I'll let you know if It Follows is really worth all the hype. There is one major horror movie cliche in this film, and actually it's a movie cliche within itself. Jay has a best guy friend and he is in love with her. Whenever they have scenes together, you can just tell that he is infatuated by her. He wants to protect her, he wants to hold her, he wants to kiss her, he wants to do everything to make her feel safe at home. And of course, Jay, even when she's not in her mindset of there's danger around every corner, she just doesn't even give the guy the time of day. And it's really pathetic and really sad. Total amount of eerie moments, there are 4. The majority of these eerie moments had to do with the music that was going on in the background. Like I said prior, Jay is in the parking garage with the guy that she's on a date with, and he starts to tell her that he transferred something over to her and now she needs to go away and stay away, and she needs to pass it on to somebody else. Otherwise it's going to follow her and it's going to kill her. Total amount of suspenseful moments, and again, this is just my opinion only. There's only one true suspenseful moment, and it has to do with Jay and her friends going to the beach. That's all I'm going to mention about it. Just remember, when you get to a beach scene, just be careful. Total amount of jump scares, there's 2 jump scares, and these 2 jump scares are very stupid. You know that it's happening because it's a long period of complete silence when Jay's in the bathroom, and then you hear the volleyball hit the window, and you see Jay looking outside to see if there's anybody there, and it's not. And it's just really dumb. All in all, I'm gonna give It Follows 2.5 out of 5 stars because the musical score was good, the cinematography was good, and there was a couple of eerie moments. However, this film dragged on for quite a while for me, in my opinion. It took a while for the eerie and suspenseful stuff to really kick in, and even when the eerie and suspenseful stuff was happening, it didn't really hit its mark for me. I don't have a need to watch it ever again, and that's kind of sad after all the positive reviews I've heard about this film, but to me, I'm fine with just seeing it once, and I have no desire ever to see it again. So have you guys seen It Follows? What do you think about it? Do you like how new horror movies nowadays are giving off the feeling and the environment of old classic horror films, or do you think that they can get a little bit too cheesy at times? Please write your comments below and we will have a discussion about that. Do you have a horror movie that you would like for me to review, old or new, or even a foreign movie? Please write them down and I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. If you liked what you've seen, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. So, until next time, my loves.